Hey guys, Casalino here. Today's Saturday, and it's Survival Saturday, but it's also the end of my week. Tomorrow is a fresh start, so I'm just gonna go through and pack my bag and make sure that all the gear I have and need for this next week is in there, okay? And this is my bag. It's a REI Co-op Trail 25 bag, picked up there, one of my favorite stores. And this bag serves multiple purposes. This is my get home bag. This is my everyday bag. This is my truck bag. This is my bag. This is my bag. This is who I am. And if you know me, you know I take my backpack with me everywhere. So in this is going to be everything I need to get home from any given scenario or situation, any emergency, anything. And in this bag, I keep a lot of equipment that will benefit me, my team, and my children. Because I take this bag with me when I go to the grocery store. I take this bag with me when I go to the park with my babies. This bag goes with me everywhere. And if it's not on my person, it's in my vehicle. So this bag is built to complement what I have on my person, my everyday carry, which is these things I typically put in my jacket. It's really hot in my house, so I'm not gonna put my jacket on. I took these out of the pockets. It's my headphones, my keys, my lighter. I always bring a lighter. You never know when you need fire. And then in my pockets, full pocket dump, I've got my wallet, spare magazine, pocket knife, cell phone, Glock. So everything in my backpack is gonna complement that or complement my survival in some manner, okay? So we'll just start fresh right here. We'll start putting stuff in the bag, getting it ready. Firstly, right here, I've got toilet paper. I've got a female partner. I've got 2 daughters. You never know when you need toilet paper. Always good to have it with you. Ziploc bag keeps it waterproof, okay? I put this in the very bottom pocket of my bag. I reserve this for toilet paper and my rain fly. This goes over my backpack to protect it and keep it dry. I fold that up nice and neatly, but inside that, I've got a thermal emergency blanket. Quick and easy. You can grab it from the bottom. Know that those are the only things in there. Next, I have my first aid kit. It's not just a first aid kit, it is also a boo-boo kit because I have daughters and daughters love Band-Aids. It makes them feel better. I also have gauze, wrap, gloves, scissors. It's a good end-all be-all first aid kit. Slide that in here in the flat part of my backpack. Right here inside, flat part. Now, this next piece, this is a Nintendo Switch carry case. I got it for my Nintendo when I was gifted my Nintendo, and it never leaves the house. I don't ever take it with me. So I decided to repurpose the kit because it's what I had. And it works. It's collapsible, it zips up, it's got a little handle to pull it out of my backpack. But in here I have tools. My life straw, flathead, and Phillips screwdrivers, and titanium tent posts wrapped in 5 feet of paracord. On the other side, I have a Swiss Army knife, zip ties, a pen, a pencil, a Sharpie, and a handsaw, a wire handsaw, invaluable tool. And it all fits nicely and zips up for a small profile. And I just slide that in right next to my first aid kit in my backpack right here, so I can just grab it, pull it out, and have my tools ready for when I need them. And working inside pocket out, I have a mesh pocket in here, and there I put my blades, my knives. And it's not an edgy thing. I've got a fishing knife and I've got a hunting knife. You never know when you're gonna need either set, okay? And in an emergency situation, you're not gonna want to not have it. It's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. And I take this bag with me everywhere, everywhere. So if I'm fishing, I have this bag. If I'm hunting, I have this bag. Maybe not on me, maybe in the truck, maybe not with me, maybe at camp, but I have the gear that I need. And I just put that right in here in my mesh pocket. Now, personal items. Bring a spare toothbrush everywhere I go. I bring spare deodorant everywhere I go. You never know when you're going to get stuck somewhere overnight. And typically civilized people maintain themselves. And if you don't maintain yourself the same way that you maintain your gear, you're going to be the thing that's faulty in the field. So it's best to keep all this stuff with you everywhere you go, at least in your pack. So I just put that in here, this top mesh pocket. And when I carry my inhaler, that's where I'll put it as well. I put all of my personal effects in here. But also I have this, I'm not gonna show you the picture, but it's identification. It proves that if someone steals my bag, and I need to prove that this is my bag, that I own this bag. It has my name, my picture, and a lot of my information on here saying that this is my backpack. This is who this backpack belongs to. And now for my main storage compartment. In here I like to keep snacks. And I'll put my snacks in here. You know, I've got 2 young children. Also, you never know when you're gonna need snacks in the field. You never know when you're gonna need calories. So I typically keep some candy in here, a few granola bars if I can, and I always try to pack at least a cup of peanuts or almonds or cashews, because that's good energy. That's all good energy in there. And if I'm trying to make it home within 24 hours with this bag from any emergency, any survival situation, anything, return home with my children or to my children, I try to always make sure that I have some form of sustenance. And I just put that down here in the bottom of my bag in my airtight waterproof container. And then I have my personal protective gear. Here I have elbow pads, gloves, a face mask, and an extra beanie, an extra hat. So I just take this and I tuck this into the bottom. You never know when you're gonna need that personal protective equipment. It's always good to have it. And this one's might spark a little bit of debate, but I always carry an out of the waistband holster and extra magazines. My Glock 26 will take these Glock 17 round magazines. I run FMJs in here, and I run Hornady Defense Specials in here. This is shit hits the fan and I'm not home. Something's happened. There's foreign troops parachuting in. There's civil unrest. There was a catastrophic natural disaster. EMP, anything you can think of happens, and I'm not home and I can't get into communication with my home. There's going to be civil unrest, and there is people out there who wish and will do bad things to other people. So always be responsible for yourself, and always be responsible with your firearms and with your ammunition. That being said, I do carry these just in case. Because my priority, my number one priority, is getting home to my family. And I carry on the waistband holster when I'm not concealed carrying. I like this for my Glock 26. It's small, it's light, it weighs nothing, and I do enjoy Serpa. I enjoy the fact that it's quick, it's fast, it fits underneath my flannel on my belt, it fits underneath my raincoat, it fits underneath most of my gear, flat and concealable. But when I need it, it's also there on my belt. And if you train with Serpa, If you train yourself for anything, you'll get better with that thing. And Blackhawk, they're reliable, they're awesome. I really love all of their gear, and I've trained with a lot of their gear for a really long time. So I enjoy this Serpa holster, so I carry it. This is the final piece of equipment that goes inside the interior of my backpack. This is my navigational equipment. I have a compass, a map of my state, large print with highways, and a small notebook to keep records and notes. I just take that and put that in here, just like that. Close my bag and zip it up. Okay, now the outside of my backpack. I have two forms of light, a headlamp and a hand light, and I keep those in this, ooh, I turned it on. I keep those in this pouch here for easy access. I know they're there, and if it's pitch black, if it's so dark that I can't see and I need them, I know I can access them blind. Next, I have my hydration system. This is a in the meantime hydration system that my lovely, amazing partner has let me borrow. I'm still in the market for one that I really, really like and really, really want. My last one, it got lost. I lost it, and I'm sorry. But I'm kind of picky when it comes to my hydration system, but I needed one, and she let me use this one. So I like it. I put it here. I typically have a carabiner that I use to clip this on, but I will clip it, not clip it, but tie it to this strap here, and I know that if I pull it hard enough, it'll come undone. Know your gear, train with it, work with it, see what you like. This is by no means enough water for one person for one day. I want a larger water apparatus. This is a meantime water apparatus. You need more water than this to survive. You need multiple systems for water. This is just one. I have two because I have a life straw, and even then I personally do not feel like that's enough. 2 is 1 and 1 is none, but 3 is a good number for me. Next, I have my TQ. I always run a TQ in all of my gear. Every gear, my range bag, my battle belt, my day pack, my bug out bag, everything always has a TQ. And I really like the cat TQs, it works really well. If you don't know how to use one of these, there's plenty of videos online. There's plenty of classes that can teach you. This is definitely worth the money that's spent on it, and I suggest you get one. I just take this and I tuck it in my flashlight bag because I know, blind, I can reach that pocket and I know where it is. These are on-the-go dog bags. You've seen them, everybody's seen them. You use these to pick up dog feces. Use these to be a responsible pet owner. I don't have a dog, but I've had these come in handy a lot of times. You never know what you're gonna have to bag. You never know when you're gonna need a bag. And if it starts raining and you have a hole in your shoe, boom. Always a good resource to have. And I take that and I'll tuck it right into the bottom of these mesh pockets on the side, okay? Now, one of the last things is my poncho. This is my adult rain poncho from Outdoor Products. Not sponsored, really good products though. I really recommend them. I've used multiple of their ponchos before. It works as a poncho, it works as a rain fly. You can tie this up above your hammock as a water prevention system. I really like it, and I really like the loop in the package. It all folds up together to be real small. It's actually pretty big, and the loop on the package means that I can pull it out of my backpack easy peasy, okay? I put it, there's 2 pockets here, and I'll put it on the outside because when I'm leaving my firearm in the car, I can't take this into the hospital, a school, government building. I will lock my car, put this under the seat, put my handgun in this pocket here, and stash it in my locked vehicle. Because I know shit hits the fan and I have to run and grab my rig, it's all right here. And I can just go. It's also easily accessible from the side for a draw. A couple of feats or features of my backpack on the outside. I have a signal whistle here, and I have a light here. So I will always be able to signal for help and guide my way. Depending on the excursion and the activity I'm doing, this is my favorite sweater, shout out to Orange Gang, I will wrap this and roll it and put it through these pouches here on the top. Again, I have children. Children love blankets. A blanket is always useful. Sometimes I'll roll this up and strap it to the bottom, depending on where I'm going and what I'm doing. Most of this is superficial gear that changes. But my years and years and years of backpacking in the Pacific Northwest have brought experience for what gear I like and what situation I like and how heavy my bag is. And the ounces equals pounds, yes, but I train with this, I work with this, and this is what I work out of. Multiple times I've gone out to the woods and lived out of this bag. I really enjoy this backpack. I've had it for years. This is the second one I bought, and it works really well. But what works for me is not going to work for you. You definitely have to go out there and train and try and find things that you like and go out there and get your gear dirty and go out there and quest. And that's the best advice I can give you. That's the best advice anybody can give you, is get out there and quest. Adventure is out there. It's not in here. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you out there.